Hello and welcome. So it is currently 10:30 at night on my first night of sleeping on the floor. Now I wanted to document this process just to see how my body adjusts to sleeping on the floor, as well as document any relief of pain that I might feel. I have always had problems with my back. I used to work in hospitality and now I'm currently working in a cult where I'm on my feet all the time, and I am also lifting boxes, and with physical therapy it does help, but that adds up very quickly and can be very expensive. So I was doing some research into alternatives, and I found this little movement of people who really recommend this and speak very highly of it. And also with my wanting to live a more simple life, this can also aid in that. So I thought I would try this out and bring you along the process. So basically what my setup tonight is that I have put my bed and my mattress up here, and then I have made myself my own little makeshift bed. It's basically one or two carpets that I found, and also my pillow that I usually sleep with, and of course my comforter or duvet, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go to bed now and I will see you in the morning, I guess. It is 6:15 in the morning and I have now woken up, and yeah, I slept quite well last night. Like, it wasn't a great sleep, but it wasn't a bad sleep. It was just kind of in between somewhere. And I don't have any pain in my body, which I'm really happy about. I thought I would have a pain in my shoulder and my hip where I would be pressing into the ground more when I was on my side, but I don't have any pain, and actually my back and my neck feel really nice. Often when I wake up I have quite sore shoulders and sore back, but this morning I don't have that. However, I didn't have a deep sleep last night. I was very in my sort of more of awake consciousness sleep, and every time I moved I was very aware that I was moving, and I would be very aware to how to position myself so that I would feel more comfortable. But I wasn't in a waking consciousnness where I then couldn't get back to sleep. It was just being awake, being aware of what you're doing, and then sort of drifting back off. But I just couldn't drift into deep sleep, and I don't know if that's because I went to bed at around it wasn't until 11 that I actually fell asleep. And usually I fall asleep a little bit earlier. So I will have to see how it goes tonight. And then the only other issue I had is that I was pretty cold, and I think that is because the floor that I'm sleeping on is actually, I think it's just concrete with this very thin layer of something on top, and so it doesn't retain any heat. And I've always noticed that about this floor, is that it is quite cold, especially in the winter. So I will have to see if I can find something else to add to what I'm sleeping on, or if not I will sleep in a little silk sleeping bag that I have, that I use when I travel, and that will give me some more warmth, and hopefully it will be a more warmth night. I'll be more warm tonight. So I will make those adjustments and I will see you tonight. It is now night 2 and I have made a couple of different additions to my sleeping arrangements in hope that I will get more sound sleep tonight. So the first thing being is that if I put you down here I can show you, is that I have changed and added in another layer. So like I said before, my floor is pretty much concrete. I'm sleeping on concrete, and then I have this one rug. I have another one that is doubled over underneath here, that is more where my body is actually lying. This just extends a bit further. Then I have another sort of more blanket type thing. I have another thin little rug slash, I don't know, tiny little mat thing. I have made the addition of this blanket, which is a lot softer and I hope will be a nicer padding, and then I just have my sheet that obviously goes on top, and then I just tuck it under like so. And yeah, that is one of the additions. Another addition is that I decided to wear warmer clothes because I thought that could help me with the fact that I felt quite cold last night. So I now have long tights on and a little cardigan, and that will hopefully keep me warmer. And then the other thing that I said I would add is this, which is my little sleeping silk liner, in hopes that that will keep me warm. But I think I should be now warmer because I'm wearing warmer clothes and I have this extra soft warm blanket underneath me. And I will see you in the morning for an update on how tonight's sleep goes. Good morning! So I had a pretty good sleep last night. It was much better than the night before because I actually got some deep sleep. And I think that was partly because I went to bed, I think about an hour earlier, which obviously helped. And I wasn't cold at all. And I think that was because I added that extra layer underneath, but also because I obviously put more layers on myself. I didn't end up using the silk sleeping bag at all. I didn't even get into it because I just, yeah, I don't know, I thought I would just try it without this actually. So that turns out I don't need this. I just need to put more layers on myself, and that one extra layer on the bed really helped as well. And yeah, I had a really decent sleep and had some deep sleep. I woke up a few times here and there, but nothing like the night before. I really, yeah, was able to rest completely, and yeah, it went pretty well, so I'm happy. And now I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my day. So it has been a week of me sleeping on the floor and I am really happy with the results. I decided to stop filming because I just felt like I kept repeating myself a lot, and I didn't think that that would be very engaging or interesting for you to watch. But basically a week in, I kept my sleeping situation the same amount of like matting underneath with that extra blanket to retain a little bit of warmth. As I said, I was sleeping on pretty much concrete and that doesn't retain any heat, so I was getting cold in the nights. I've also been making sure to wear plenty of layers on myself and focusing on my kidneys, keeping them warm. That is what woke me up the first couple of nights, and yeah, that's been going really well. I'm also someone who likes to wear plenty of layers just in the day-to-day anyway, so definitely making sure I have enough layers during the nighttime is also very important. I've noticed that I'm just having a full sleep, you know, no problems waking up during the night, sleeping straight through, having deep sleep. I've been getting to sleep a lot easier. My body can find the resting position much quicker and everything just lifts off, and I'm just able to go to sleep a lot quicker than when I was in my conventional bed. I've also noticed that when I wake up, my body just feels good. Before I would feel quite tense, especially my back, and I'd have to sort of stretch it up and stretch it out when I first woke up in the morning, but now I can just get straight out of bed. It feels really comfortable and good. And another thing is, because I'm now on the floor with my bed, I've also been sitting on the floor a lot more, and usually my posture is quite stooped and it's not so nice, and it's very hard to sit cross-legged and sit with stooped posture. You really have to open up your chest area and you really have to sit nice and straight, and I've noticed I've been doing that a lot more since sleeping on the floor, because now obviously my space is more centered on the floor, and I've even kind of packed up all my furniture because I just haven't been using it. So my bed and my desk and even my bedside table, I just put it up there because I'm not using it anymore, because everything is now on this level and it just feels so much nicer, and I'm just so excited. I just don't have to go and buy a mattress, and I feel like it's going to save me so much money. It's going to be so much more easier to travel. And also I would talk to my physiotherapist, who I see on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, and I asked him if he thought it was okay that I would have any problems or any dangers, and he said just be aware of those pressure points, which is the shoulder, hip and knee, and make sure that they've got the right amount of cushioning so you don't start feeling pain in them. And yeah, I haven't had any problem with the pressure points, and I've just been sleeping really good. He said to, yeah, make sure you're sleeping in the right position, because it's not very forgiving if you sleep in like a over twisted or over rotated position. And he said also when I get up to make sure I'm getting up in the right way and that I'm not rolling my back, that I'm sort of turning to the side and getting myself up, because he said that could be something that could hurt me over time, constantly doing it. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with this. I am going away this weekend to an Airbnb, and I'm interested to see how I fare going in a normal bed after being on the floor for a week, and maybe I will talk about that in another video. So I'm interested to see how that goes, but overall it's awesome. I would really recommend for anyone to try this. Obviously it's only been a week, so maybe don't take my advice too strongly, but if you do have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, I will obviously keep you updated on this, because I think it is a really interesting thing to try, at least to see if it works for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!